but I thought I was doing good, but I guess not. I'm just having lots of fun tonight. Hopefully, you guys are out there too, and I appreciate each and every one of the people that have subscribed and stayed subscribed because you guys mean a lot to me. I guess I was getting awfully close to it, but apparently some people decided to leave, which is fine. It's free. You don't have to stay, but hey, it helps. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. Without you guys, it means really nothing without the family. The other thing is that I got a comment. It was rather interesting. It was from I guess somebody has a YouTube channel about mosh pits, right? And they made the comment of one of the ones that we went to. I forgot the name of the band, Smash Face or something like that. No, I don't think that's the right band. But there was a comment saying sick, right? And it's a Black Sky Brewery. And I noticed on their channel that they actually have a sponsorship with Eargasm earplugs. And that's one of the things that I bought myself for concerts. It does really well because you can still hear the music really well, and you don't have to worry about the ringing in your ears. And somebody had told me a while back that really it's not so much the ringing in your ears usually is caused from really poor sound quality systems in certain venues and things like that. So it's not necessarily the music being loud, it's that, but with the eargasm earplugs, you can still hear what you want to hear without actually getting as much damage to your ears and the ringing in your ears afterwards. So I thought I would mention that because they had that on their page. That and also I would love to be sponsorship of Heavy's headphones because my son bought a pair. And all I gotta say is there's some stuff that was rather interesting, and this is one of the things that this topic is all about. Is one of Sepultura's songs that I heard some drums in the actual music that it was so crisp and clear and so heavy that it picked up on a lot of things I've never heard with any other headphones ever in my life. So I just wanted to do a shout out to them for what they've done and what they're doing. I'm not sure about the earbuds if they're that clear or not, but it'd be kind of interesting to find out if they are, which I'd like to buy some, but I haven't bought it yet. So if you're into metal music or any kind of music, I really personally I think even with regular music you might be able to hear stuff that you wouldn't be able to hear in those headphones. They're really that good. But they're designed for metal music. So I thought I would share that with you as well. But anyway, this year they're going. I thought they had already done their final tour. Because I went to it and I do have the shirt, but couldn't find that shirt. The supposed last tour and a tour shirt that never actually happened because it's during COVID. That never happened in our area or in certain areas, depending on when I'm trying to remember if they started after or before the pandemic hit in the United States. I mean, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, this is one of the shirts I bought when I bought that shirt. It's the Guardians of the Earth shirt. Is what I think is what they call it, but I'm not sure. So that's supposed to be one of the Guardians. And some of the songs from Sepultura is awesome. Now I will say this much. I know Dave Mustaine, and so there's one of the bands I used to listen to when I was a kid, along with Metallica and Pantera and some others. The one of the biggest bands, some of the biggest bands that I've liked, like Tool, and I can't think of all the other ones out there. Um, that really, when I listen to them, they become huge. But they were also played on the radio, so I don't know if that had a factor in what it was. But I do know that the ones that I really enjoyed a lot and got involved with as my high school time frame, back in the day, that they become hugely successful. And the one thing is, and I think if Sepultura would have probably with Max and Igor Cavalera would have stayed where they were in as the band members, and the thing is, we wouldn't have the same Sepultura that we have now. But I think that the band would have been probably up there with the top 4 or 5 bands. Honestly, I really believe that, and I think with Max and Igor um, redoing their songs in Cavalier Conspiracy now, that might be the case. So um, it's the one thing I didn't. I at first I really didn't know that they had switched singers, so it was pretty close. I thought there was a little bit of difference, but I wasn't sure. Um, so it's kind of hard to tell. But anyway, there are other fans out there like myself that actually have bands of their own, and they have done cover songs for those the band. And I thought, well, what better way to pay tribute to them by telling you guys a little bit about some of those actual songs in those bands, because that was one of the first song I ever heard from them was Chaos AD, which I really enjoyed, and I saw an MTV Headbangers Ball back in like what the 80s, 90s, probably early 90s. I'm not sure exactly what year it was, but yeah, and the one album that came after that, that's what really got me going even harder on Sepultura. Now there was this point in time where I wasn't listening to some of their music because I didn't know what was out yet, and it was kind of the same time when Static X was out and this that and the other. So I was in the Static X and Sepultura and Biohazard and some other ones, Exodus and things like that. I didn't hear as much Exodus in some of the other bands, but and there were some bands I didn't even know was around, but I saw their logos, so I probably knew of them, but I didn't know them. And without knowing what they sounded like, I mean, there's all these albums of metal music that you see these album covers to go, okay, are they going to be any good? Are they kind of who knows? But anyway, that's the one that was at least either on the radio or on MTV. And MTV was probably the go to place for most metalheads back in the day that didn't know some of the songs. And if you weren't in the scene, going to concerts or going to things where they might have somebody opening for them, that was a big thing. So, hello, how's it going? How are you doing tonight? Boys Kite Club? I think that's how you say that. Me, I'm from Colorado. So, if anybody's in the Colorado area, Denver, Colorado, Colorado Springs, you know, you'll see me there at some of the concerts, hopefully. I know I'm going to be seeing Lords of Acid and the Lamb of God, hopefully Testament, um, and also an Avs game, which is cool. I got one tickets actually to an Avs game, so it'll be my first hockey game ever, which is kind of cool. I mean, I love hockey. I just don't watch it that often. It's kind of like poker. I want to go to the World Series of Poker this year, but we'll see what happens. I'm planning on going. Oh, you're from India. Okay, cool. I like that. Well, guess what? We're gonna do. I think they're from Brazil, Sepultura. But anyway, the cover songs will be covered by different bands that are out there, right? And I've already spent 8 minutes just explaining all this stuff. So let's start off with the first song. Roots Bully Roots is one of the songs I was just talking about. Yacht Rock, the Yacht Rock version from uh, Nick Harrison. Okay, Nick Harrison did one. Okay, 2024, viral masterpiece that Sepultura themselves officially endorsed for its sheer creativity. That's cool. I like that. Roots Bloody Roots. Oh, okay. We're doing a couple different ones. Captular. CAPTUR. Make sure I said that right. And that was done in 2024 as well. This dark, aggressive cello led version brings a haunting new atmosphere to the anthem. And that would be awesome because I love Apocalyptica, which is going to be the next song. But they're all done by cellos as well. Inquisition Symphony is the other one from Apocalyptica, 1998. The original cello metal kings provide you with um, proved that you don't need distortion to be heavy, which is very true. I mean, they have some really great sounds, and they're really awesome. I think they're wonderful as far as that goes for if you like cellos, things like that. And I think classical music kind of plays a part in the cello type thing. Um, it's kind of crazy, right? Anyway, Troops of Doom from Vader. Troops of Doom, sorry, from Vader. Polish death metal legendary legends give an early thrash era the buzzsaw treatment it deserves. That is so cool, and I like the Vader is really an awesome band as well. So if you've never heard of them, check them out. They got some really great music out there, and I know somebody in particular that likes. I'm pretty sure it's Vader or maybe it's somebody else. It might have been another band, but anyway, they're into death metal, so it's all good. It's like Obituary is another really good metal death metal band. Arise from The Crown, a high speed Swedish assault that captures the terrifying energy of 1991's classic song. Yeah, Rise is really good. And that was one that was done originally by Max and Igor Cavalera. Yeah, Igor. Yeah, Igor. Make sure I said that right. Mass Hypnosis, which is definitely an awesome song. Children of Bodom, Alex, I don't know how you pronounce his names. LaihO. Melodic shredding adds a whole new dimension to its Beneath the Remains staple, which is kind of cool. I like that. Mass Hysteria is a really good song. It's a really one that I've always liked. Refuse Resist is another time honored classic. I think that was on the KSAD album with well, I think that's what I mentioned. KSAD, Refuse Resist. No, KSAD is the actual song. Sorry, in the album. I think that was on that album. But anyway, Kristen, Krisiun. Just to make sure I spell it right, or I can pronounce it right. Fellow Brazilians showing how the song sounds when pushed to the absolute limits of death metal speeds. That would be really cool to hear. I'm gonna have to check that one out for sure because I'm definitely into that. Because I love Sepultura and I love death metal stuff and also some black metal too. And there are some other types of music that I do listen to, depends on what they sound like. Um, I'm not fans of every single metal music out there, but Troopers of Doom is from Napalm Death, grindcore pioneers paying homage to the raw, primitive roots of the Sepultura sound. Inner Self, which I didn't know Gojira did a cover of Sepultura songs, so I'm gonna have to check that one out because I definitely like Gojira. While usually played live, Joe Doppler, I think is how you say it, vocals on his riffs is a spiritual passing of the torch. Huh. That is cool. I think that'd be cool. So I guess I'm assuming he's a singer. I don't know. I know the band. I just don't know all the names of the people, that's part of my channel. I want to get to know some of these people, because they are the ones that I want to talk to get to know them and them personally, because I think that says a lot. And it's not just about the music, it's about the people behind the music. And that's what this whole channel is about. So if you wouldn't mind doing me a huge favor while we're on the subject, the more subscribers we have, I'm hoping that might be maybe a little leverage tool to get some actual band members to actually interview with me, like Demon King, and that just kind of mentioned that they saw my video of them at this Black Sky Brewery. Actually, come to think of it, it was the exact same place that the other person made a comment about the other band. So that helps. And I'm hoping maybe they'll watch this and say, hey, I want to check it out and maybe be on the channel. Get a hold of me. I do have a Voice of Metal channel email. If you guys want to get a hold of me, it's the Voice of Metal with no spaces 7673, just like the channel is, at gmail.com. So check it out. Number, I forgot. I'm not going to worry about the numbers, so they're all screwed up. Refuse Resist. I think I did that. Oh no, I didn't do this one. Refuse Resist from Hate Breed. Jamie Justa, I think you say, turns this into the ultimate hardcore pit anthem. That sounds really cool. I like Hate Breed a lot. They're really good. If you haven't heard them, check them out. They're awesome. Now this one, I'm not sure if I would pronounce it right. It's from Cavalier Conspiracy, so that's actually the guys who sung originally in Sepultura before they left, and things happen, which kind of sucks. It's Shez, I can't even say it. It's Sciphophrea. Shazmira. I can't pronounce it. Um, anyway, Max and Igor reclaimed their own history with modern crushing production, which is really cool. And that was in 2004. That was when I was, well, about the time, a little bit around the time that they were doing tours with, and I had got this shirt. It's after the pandemic, of course. Anyway, Slave New Worlds from Soulfly, which is actually Max's other band, which kind of was a spin, kind of his thing. He did after things went kind of crazy, on that one. Keeping the Chaos AD fire burning with his signature grooves, Slave New World, which is one of the other songs that I definitely loved, and that was from Chaos AD's album, or is it Refuse to Resist? I don't know, but anyway, Nightshade Powerwolf did this one, a stylish tribute that shows that how Sepultura's tribal rhythms influence even power metal bands, which is really cool. I think I've heard some stuff from Powerwolf, and they do got some really great music as well. The Relics of Rot, and this is one of my other all time favorites is Sacred Reich, which I wasn't even sure if I would like them, but they opened up for Sepultura, is I believe, and I think it was this concert that I'm wearing this shirt, and they did a phenomenal job. I was hoping to see Crowbar while I was there, but with the snow and this, that, and the other, it didn't quite go over as well as we hoped. The band was late getting there. They were supposed to do a meet and greet at the very beginning, and it didn't quite happen from Sepultura itself. So they ended up doing it afterwards, like pretty late, since there was a curfew of like 11 o'clock apparently of bands not playing past that time, which is kind of ridiculous. I think that law needs to be changed. I really do. But anyway, it does make it nice for people that work certain times and have to get up early in the morning. But anyway, let's see where we're at here. Cigarette. Anyway, the old school thrash brothers honoring the shared history of the '80s scene, which they are very good. And this is one of the bands that I didn't quite know, but I did know. The logo was around, and I seen it. I know the logo, and I knew the name. I just didn't know anything about them at the time, so I didn't listen to them that much. But now I'm a huge fan of theirs. Burn is now this one I have no idea if I know how to spell it. I mean, don't think I've ever heard their band. It's Dimmubor Demore de Borg, maybe is how you pronounce it. I hope. Symphonic black metal takes the and that proves Sepultura's riffs are truly universal. So even with black metal, death metal, they have been covered by really awesome bands because I'm sure they love them just as much as I do. Both with Max singing and the newer um, uh, band members that took over after they left from that and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here what we got here. Black metal. Hold on here. Troopers of Doom. Okay, now I forgot which one. Um, oh well, Troopers of Doom. We'll do that one. How about that? Oh yeah, no, I did say that one. Arise is the next song. Aborted is the name of the band. Pure Carnage highlights the technical death metal DNA hidden inside the original track, which is really cool. I think that would do very well with the death metal scene. Um, F the Universe, which I don't remember that song, to be honest. I can't say the word, but I will say F. You know what I mean. In Flames is who did the song. While a live rarity, the influence of Chaos AD is worn proudly on their sleeves here. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I don't remember. Maybe I do know that one. I just forgot. Territory Machine Head. Okay, there you go. I love Machine Head. Love Territory, and that's the shirt I was wearing before, and I switched over to my Sepultura shirt, so that's pretty cool. Um, Rob Flynn and company perfectly executed the mid-tempo stomp that defines a generation, and I'm sure they were around at the time when they were doing all their stuff, along with Sacred Reich and some other ones. So they were all happening all then right at the same time. So that's really cool. Refuse Resist is one of the other songs I used to love. Sepultura 2026 live featuring uh, Grayson Nickerson. This version represents the final powerful chapter of the band's the 40-year journey. I think this was live in 2026. I think they did like maybe a cover of their song. Well, it's a remake of the original song that they did, or what was done by Max and Igor Cavalera, with somebody featuring Grayson, I think Grayson, Nekrutman, Karaman, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so that gives you the list. And one thing I forgot to mention, and I should have mentioned at the very beginning, there are some tour dates that if you want to for 2026 for Sepultura and some other stuff, I'll give you that stuff right now. They're doing a celebration Life Through Death tour. Um, the cities of Montclair, Montreal, Chicago, Atlanta, Denver, Los Angeles, and more. Dates are between April 29th to May 29th. Supporting acts is Exodus, Biohazard, which I really want to get to see. Tribal Gaze. I've already seen Exodus though. Quadra career spanning set apparently. Bands Napalm Death. Interesting. The tour dates: 2026 North American tour, Daytona Beach, Atlanta, New York City, Toronto, Montreal, Winnipeg, and Calgary. Is I guess when they're doing that one. Dates is May 7th through the 13th of June 13th. Dead Guy, early dates, Primitive Man, supporting acts. I guess it depends on which one you go to. They have different supporting acts in those things. Promoting recent catalog. Okay, career spanning. So they're changing up maybe a little bit. Band Iron Maiden, Run for Your Lives World Tour 50th anniversary. Oh, this is some of the other tours that are going on that of bands that they did covers of their songs. I think. Run for Your Lives World Tour 2025 50th anniversary. Toronto, Montreal, Boston, Charlotte, Chicago, Los Angeles, and San Antonio from August 29th to the September 29th. I guess it's going to be a month. Then Megadeth and Anthrax are going to be together with the 50th anniversary celebration, Lamb of God, which I'm going to be hopefully going. I already got tickets for that. Into Oblivion tour in 2026. North America stops from March 17th to April 26th in. Oh, I know it's in Denver for sure. Hazabog and Fit for an. Oh, this is the bands. Kublai Texas. I guess TX. I guess that's Texas. Fit for an Autopsy in Tashabog or something like that. March releasing. Sorry. I guess Into Oblivion releasing March 13th. That is the new Lamb of God album. Sorry, I was kind of there was a disconnect on that one, but yeah, it's coming out March 13th. Apparently, it's like right after my birthday on March 1st. So for a birthday gift, grab a subscribe and like, okay, while you're here because that helps me out tremendously. Has it really been that long? Wow, I got a long video. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and all you guys out there that subscribed so far and have been subscribing. So I appreciate it. I guess I bored Boys Kite Club. Anyway, I guess because he left or everybody left so far. But anyway, that's okay. Thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe to the channel. Without you guys, there is no Voice of Metal. Without you guys, there is no metal music because you gotta have somebody to listen to it and enjoy it and go out to the concert. So if you're in the Denver area or Colorado Springs area and you see me, feel free to say hello, say how much you love the channel, this, that, and the other. See, I said it again. Oh well. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Take care, and don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow. We'll see what happens, what kind of list we're going to come up with next. This one was exciting for me because I like Sepultura a lot, and I saw that they were doing another like a farewell tour. I thought that what the last one was, but apparently it's kind of stretched out a little longer than they planned on. I don't know what the deal is or the story is behind that, so I'm gonna have to find out about that if I can find anything at all. But who knows? So thanks for watching. Take care and have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.